All right, in the pits, drivers meeting fixing to take place over outside of turn number 1 over there by the tech shed. So drivers meeting fixing to take place for all drivers. Mandatory get over there to outside turn 1 by the tech shed. Also, pole award winners. We have your pole awards over there as well. So once again, if you want a pole, we're going to go through them all. Cole Heward, Wyndon Shaw, Caleb Noble, Wyatt Proctor, Eli McGee, Wyndon Shaw again, Mitch Hendricks, Brady Stanley, Wyndon Shaw once more, Cole Heward again, Justin Picklesheimer, Wyndon Shaw again, Cole Heward again, Wyndon Shaw once more, Wyndon Shaw again, and Cole Heward again. So if I called your name, pole sitters, they're going to have the pole awards over there outside of turn 1. We're going to have the drivers meet. So all drivers, mandatory drivers meeting, fixing to take place now. So all drivers to the outside of turn 1 over there by the tech shed. Drivers meeting fixing to take place now. Once again, all drivers to the outside of turn 1. All drivers to the outside of turn number 1 by the tech shed over there for drivers meeting and to give your pole awards. So all drivers to the outside of turn 1 by the tech shed for drivers meeting and pole awards. All right, once again, last and final call. Juice Box Racers to the front straightaway. Last and final call. Juice Box Racers to the front straightaway at this time for your feature event. Juice Box Racers. All right, once again, last final call. Juice boxes. Also, we need everybody to clear off the racetrack over there. We need you to clear off the racetrack, please. Everybody clear off the racetrack. All right, so this race will be 2 laps. So we'll get the green flag on the first time, and then the second time we'll do the white flag, and then we'll come back to the checkered flag. So that's how we'll go. All right. On your marks, get set, go! Juice boxes thundering down the back straightaway. I believe that's Elijah Sexton, that yellow machine. He is out front. Coming to the white flag. Be 1 lap to go. All right, white flag, 1 lap to go. All right, here we come out of turn 4. Elijah Sexton using the bottom line. And he will take the checkered flag. Elijah Sexton wins the juice box race. All right, juice boxes are complete, so congratulations to Mr. Elijah Sexton there on the win. Got a big old nice check there, so very nice there for the juice boxes. Our first feature, clone lights. You need to be getting ready and easing your way towards the staging lanes. Once I catch my breath here, I'm going to do a prayer, and then we're going to do national anthem to get things started. So just bear with me a minute, and then we'll do that, and then we'll get to racing action. Also, there's an electric scooter up here on the front straightaway. If that is yours, you have left it here on the front straightaway. So if you left your scooter, it's on the front straightaway. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to do some opening ceremonies here. So if everyone would, if you are able, please rise. I ask that the gentlemen remove your hats. I'm going to say a prayer for tonight's event, followed by that will be our national anthem. So everyone, join me in prayer. Dear Lord, as we come to you tonight, I'd like to thank you for the blessings you bestowed upon us, dear Lord. I'd like to thank you for allowing us to gather here, dear Lord. We ask you to keep all the drivers, the fans, the crew members, the staff, and everybody on the grounds here safe and safe on their way home, dear Lord. We ask that you bless us with some good racing, some hard racing, some fun racing, dear Lord. But we do it to glorify you, dear Lord. We thank you for everything you do for us, dear Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, there you have it. Opening ceremonies complete. It is time for feature racing here at Talladega Raceway Park. Clone lights. We need you to stage them, please. Clone lights. Once again, Clone Lights. You need to be in staging drivers for your feature event, Clone Lights. All right, once again, Clone Lights. Your feature is up first. We need y'all in staging, please. Clone Light drivers, you have 30 seconds to be on the grid, drivers. There's 10 of you. We need y'all 10 on you in less than 30 seconds. If you're not there within 30 seconds, we are starting without you. Your $300 to win feature event is ready to go. All right, so before they get going, I reintroduce myself. My name is Garrett Lloyd. I'm the announcer here at Talladega Raceway Park and has been since 2018. So glad to be the voice of Raceway Park and glad to be here today for the Burris Bash, the first time in over 20 years they have returned to the Talladega Raceway Park and looking for some great feature racing action. All right, Junior 1 green plates, we need y'all on stage. And Junior 1 green plates, we need y'all on stage. And Junior 3 blue plates and rookie reds after them. Here we go. Starting out front, the 505 of Cole Hewer, the 16 of Bryce Alexander, the 18 of Jacob Nobble, the 56 of Logan Walston, the 34 of Cooper Quick, 66 of Braden Langham, 18 of Terry Martin, 15 of Landry Queen, 77 of Bryson Newport, and 71 of Brad Floyd. Here we go. Burris Bash underway. Nose to tail. Bumping and banging back there for about 4th spot as the 34 of Cooper Quick moves into that spot. Logan Walston, that baby blue machine back there in 5th, but out front is the 505 machine of Cole Heward. Bryce Alexander in that black and white 16. He'll slip up. He'll move second to the 18 of Jacob Nobble as the machine pulls off. So Cole Heward still out front. 34, Machina Cooper Quick fading back as he has fell out the top side, top 5 back to 6. Cole Heward looking good out front. Here comes Logan Walston, the baby blue ride. He'll move into 3rd around the 16 of Bryce Alexander. Braden Langham, that blue and orange 66, he's moved up to 5th. Jacob Nibel in that black and orange 18. He's trying to creep a little closer to the 505 of Cole Heward. Can he do it? 15-lap feature event here. And I do believe Jacob Nibel is creeping closer as we are halfway. 8 down, 7 to go is shuffling and dicing back there for 4th. So I believe that's a 66 of Braden Langan moves into 4th. Cooper Quick back to 5th. Big loser in that battle, Bryce Alexander. He's fall back all the way to 7th. 5 laps to go for Cole Heward. Can he hang on? Or can Jacob Nibel close it in and make a race out of it? Nibel's inching a little bit closer. So we had one that went off the back. He's going to rejoin. We stay green. Nibel has closed it in. Laps are winding down. So we got a gaggle over here in turns 3 and 4 as 66 falls out. Nibel is there. 2 laps to go. Can he be close enough to make a bump? Cole Heward, Jacob Nibel, 1 and 2. Nibel has caught him. Can he get close enough to bump him out of the way? Nibel's there. Nibel's going to slip a little bit. He's going to have to send it into turn 3. Not close enough. Cole Heward wins the Clone Light feature event. Jacob Nibel 2nd. Logan Walston 3rd. Oh, hold on. Look out. Crashing afterwards, but I believe the 77 Bryson Newport ends up 4th, and the 34 Cooper Quick in 5th. So how about it? Congratulations, your winner, the 505 of Cole Heward. Junior 1 green plates. Your time is next. Junior 3 blue plates and rookie reds be getting ready as well. All right, how about that one there for Cole Heward picking up the big win in that Clone Light. So our first Burris Bash feature in the books. Cole Heward held off a hard charging Jacob Nibel. Nibel started 3rd, made up to 2nd, but Nibel was unable to make a move there on Heward, and Heward hangs on, and the 505 stays perfect in this first race. See if they can keep it going throughout the event. Junior 3 blue plates, we need you to the grid, please. Junior 3 blue plates, we need you to the grid, please. Junior 3 blue plates to the grid. Rookie reds and senior champ clones after them, but blue plates to the grid. Starting out front in this one, the greens. 505 of Wyndon Shaw. 2 of Cam Crawford, the 90 of Brayton Eason, the 9 of Hudson Branham, the 22 of Hagan Green, the 27 of Jace Ridley, 75 of KJ Frelly, 74 Chase Graham, and the 98 of Kyler Frelly. All right, here we go. Green and underway in the green plates. 505, Wyndon Shaw out front. Cam Crawford in second. White and orange riding third is Braden Eason. How about the number 9 of Hudson Branham? He'll make a move to the inside. He'll take over third spot. Nose to tail back there, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Bumping and banging. We're going to stay straight. We'll stay green for now. As all sorts of shuffling and dicing. Wyndon Shaw still leading the charge out front. Cam Crawford still in second. Number 9 of Hudson Branham in third. It'll be the 90 of Braden Eason and KJ Fretley. He's made it up to 5th. He wants one more spot there, 4th. There goes Fretley. KJ Fretley up to 4th. Meanwhile, out front, Wyndon Shaw got the halfway signal, halfway home here in this 12-lap event. So 6 down, 6 to go. Top 3 all under a blanket there. Wyndon Shaw, Cam Crawford, and Hudson Branham. 1, 2, 3. Hudson Branham got a little bit of a run there in the white 9. He's on the back bumper of Cam Crawford. He'll move to the inside. And the number 9 of Hudson Branham will take over the second spot. 2 laps to go out front for Wyndon Shaw. White flag, 1 lap to go for the 505. Into turn 3 through turn number 4. Checker flag, Wyndon Shaw, your winner. Hudson Branham second. Cam Crawford third. KJ Fretley 4th. And the 90 of Braden Eason will finish 5th. So congratulations, another 505 win. This time it's Wyndon Shaw here in Junior 1 green plates. Last and final call, Junior 3 blue plates. You have 1 minute to be to the grid. Last and final call, Junior 3 blue plates. You have 1 minute to be to the grid. All right, so 2 features and 2 505 victories there. Next up are Junior 3 blue plates. Fixing to roll. All right, so we'll give them a couple more minutes over there, get things sorted out, and then we'll send our Junior 3 blue plates out on the track for their 12-lap feature. Rookie red plates, you'll be after them, and then our senior champ clones and our junior sportsman champ warm-ups will be the next few after that. But Junior 3 blues fixing to roll here in just a few moments. Bear with us. Also, want to remind y'all about transponders. If you are done racing, for the night, don't forget to turn in your transponder up here, and you'll do that up here behind the flag stand on the porch up here on the back side of the concession stand. So once you're done for the night with that transponder, bring it up here and turn it in, and then all will be well with that. So just don't forget about that. We don't want you to leave the racetrack with that transponder still on your go-kart. All right, here we go. The 18 in of Caleb Nobble, 15 of Weston King, the 27 of Blakely Crass, 33 of Ryder Hobbs, 15 of Hickson Fouts, the 12 of Wyatt Anderson, the 20 of Jed Ingram. Here we go. Junior 3 blue plates underway. Caleb Nobble with the reflective numbers out front. Weston King in second, the black 15. 27 of Blakely Crass in third, single file. No movement so far, but we do have a battle heating up there for the fourth spot. There's Ryder Hobbs and Hickson Fouts. Hickson Fouts, he's got the blue and orange looking rod there on the back bumper, letting him know he's there. Bumping and banging as the number 20 machine of Jed Ingram muscles his way into fourth. So Jed Ingram to fourth, Ryder Hobbs back to fifth. Meanwhile, out front, Caleb Nobble on cruise control here in this 12-lap affair. Rookie red plates, you're needed in staging. Rookie red plates, you are needed in staging, please. Senior champ clones and junior sportsman champ warm-ups, line them up. Nobble, King, and Crass still your top three. 2 laps to go. Once again, rookie red plates, you're next. White flag, 1 lap to go for Nobble. Out of turn 4, checker flag, Caleb Nobble, your winner. Weston King second, Blakely Crass third, Jed Ingram fourth, and Hickson Fouts in fifth. How about it? Dominating performance there. Caleb Nobble, your junior 3 blue plate winner. Senior champ clones, you need to be in staging. Senior champ clones, you need to be in staging. Junior sportsman champ warm-ups as well. Here we go. Rookie reds, Little Wyatt Proctor, Kyler Frelly, Devin Harden Jr., Mary Manson, and Brady Alexander. Here we go. The younglings of the red plates are underway. Five younglings out there doing battle here in rookie red. Looking good so far. 1 lap complete. Wyatt Proctor out front. Kyler Frelly in that second spot. I'd like to thank his father coming up here for telling me how to pronounce the name. 07 of Devin Harden Jr. in third. Look at fourth and fifth right there. They're nose to tail. On the bottom of the track, Mary Manson and Brady Alexander. Once again in the pits, senior champ clones, you are needed in staging, please. Senior champ clones, you're needed in staging. We'll have to keep an eye on Wyatt Proctor because he is starting to close in on the lap machines of Mary Manson and Brady Alexander. So let's see what Wyatt does here. What will he do? Uh-oh, they're going to go too wide. Wyatt goes on the outside. Told you it's going to get a little interesting there with those lap cars, but guess what? Wyatt trying to get around. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there, but we are good. So Wyatt clears the lap cars. Good job, Wyatt. Good driving, little guy. So very good driving there by Wyatt Proctor, maneuvering his way through the slower traffic. Wyatt Proctor out front. The field is now shuffled around with the slower machines, but a little bit of a bump there in 1 and 2 between Kyler Freley, but he gets around, so he's still your second place driver in the blue and orange ride. The baby blue and orange ride of Proctor still out front. Once again, Senior Champ Clones up next. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-ups and Clones, Super Heavies after them. Laps are winding down here, as Proctor is going to have to deal with the lap machines a time or two more. White flag, 1 lap to go for Wyatt Proctor. There he goes down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Your winner, the 505, wins again. Wyatt Proctor takes the checkered flag. Finishing in second is going to be the number 98 of Kyler Freley. Then the 07 of Devin Harden Jr. All right, Senior Champ Clones fixing to roll. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-up drivers. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-up drivers. You'll be up next. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-up drivers. Then Clone Super Heavies and Ducar 360s. So Clone Super Heavies will be after those Champ warm-ups. As our Senior Champs fixing to roll. Got 3 of them. Scheduled to be the 20 of Eli McGee, the 11 of Dustin Bentley, and the 242 of Samantha Greco. Champ cage carts on the track. Scheduled to go for 12 laps. All right, here we go. Nose to tail. Eli McGee, Dustin Bentley, and Samantha Greco. They are on the gas, and we are underway. Lap 1 complete. Eli McGee still out front. Dustin Bentley in the black rod in second. Samantha Greco, the black rod, back there in third. Eli McGee looking good out front. Eli McGee still out front. Dustin Bentley had a little bit of a close call coming off a turn 4 that last time, but he's hanging on to it. Samantha Greco, she's had some issues, but she's still out there. Once again, last and final call. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-ups, you're next. Junior Sportsman Champ warm-ups, you're next. Eli McGee running his own race out front. 2 to go, coming to the white flag. One more time around for the number 20. Into turn 3 and out of turn 4, Eli McGee, your senior champ winner. Dustin Bentley will grab second. And Samantha Greco in third. Congratulations, the big win. Eli McGee, your senior champ winner. All right, so Junior Sportsman champ warm-ups fixing to roll out for their feature event. Clone Super Heavies need to be getting ready and staging. Then Ducar 360s, and then we'll take a 5-minute break and move on to the purple plates. So Clone Super Heavies, make your way to staging. In the pits, Clone Super Heavies. Clone Super Heavies, you're needing and staging. Clone Super Heavies, you're needing and staging. Ducar 360s after them. All right, here we go. Starting out front, the 505 of Wyndon Shaw. 146 of Kel Ammons. 22 of Hagen Green, the 9 of Hudson Branham. 24 of Grayson Lofton, the 5 of Fisher Wright, the 19 of Ryder Lynn. 23 of Christian English, the 7 of Tristan Airwood. 202 of Rylan Cooper, and the 2 of the Rooster, Rhett Holt. Here we go. Junior Sportsman champ worn up, 15 laps. We're underway. Already a bump and a shuffle there for that third spot. I believe Hudson Branham moves into third. Oh, we got one around at the top of turn 4. Caution is out, so caution flies, as we've also got one off the back as well. But caution is out, and I believe that is our first caution of all these features we've had. So we made it 6 features without a caution. Can't quite tell who that is that got swirled around over here. I believe we did get one lap complete. Well, that's a 24 there of Grayson Lofton that got swirled around. All right, so going to be a complete restart. So I believe Mr. Lofton will go back to the 5th spot. Once again, Clone Super Heavies, you're up next. Clone Super Heavies, you are up next. Wyndon Shaw, Cale Ammons, Hagen Green, Hudson Branham back underway. Single filed out there. Wyndon Shaw will lead lap 1. I believe maybe Hagen Green, that is, has got shuffled out. Can't quite tell the number on that one. No, that was actually his 2nd place runner, Cale Ammons. Fell back to 5th. He's going to try to move up to 4th. They're going to be side by side going into turn 3. As we got Grayson Lofton, who's went for a swirl again over in turn number 2. So Grayson Lofton having a tough handle. All right, got Grayson Lofton caught back up. Wyndon Shaw, Hudson Branham, Hagen Green, your top 3. Well, we're going to wave it off as poor Grayson Lofton having the terrible, no good, bad race here at Raceway Park. This is the 3rd time he's been swirled, so not sure what the issue is for Mr. Grayson, but we'll try to get him back going again. As I believe the 22 of Hagen Green is now dead. We got a couple of them halted out here on the front straightaway. Got them smothered, covered, and scattered under caution here. All right, here we go. Back green and underway. Let's try it again. Wyndon Shaw out front. Hudson Branham, Hagan Green, second and third. Cal Emmons in fourth. Ryder Lynn in fifth. Wyndon Shaw trying to hold down out front. Hudson Branham trying to make a move there. Once again in the pits. Clone Super Heavies, Clone Super Heavies, you are next. Clone Super Heavies, you are next. A little bit of lap traffic here for Wyndon Shaw. Oh, we got him spinning in turn two. Caution is out. No offense to Grayson Lofton, but that is yet another spin he has been in. Bless his heart. Christopher Morley to the grid, please. Christopher Gorley to the grid. Once again, Christopher Gorley to the grid. All right, here we go. Got him lined back up, coming back to green. Wyndon Shaw. Hudson Branham. Here we go. How about Hudson Branham taking advantage of Wyndon Shaw on the start? They're going to shuffle Shaw out the side of the groove. Can he pull ahead going into three? He does, so he'll hold on to second. And try to run back down Hudson Branham. Oh, look out. Another one around here going into turn one. Caution is out. A little bit of a scary deal there, but everybody avoided. I'm thinking that might be the 146 of Ammons. I can't quite tell on these carts here the numbers. But got spun there, and those other young drivers did a good job avoiding. That was the 146 of Kel Ammons. He started second, so tough break for him. He'll have to fall to the tail. Trying to get them lined up here before we go back green as we are coming to a halt over there. As I believe we're going to put Wyndon Shaw back in front because I don't think everybody completed the lap. So Wyndon Shaw back to the front. All right, we are racing under caution, trying to get these drivers slowed down. But, yeah, Wyndon Shaw did get past on that last restart, but caution did come out before we completed the lap. So, last completed lap, Wyndon Shaw was your pole sitter. Everybody, whoa down, look out, look out. All right, here we go. Wyndon Shaw with a good start. Back underway. Wasn't going to let the Branham machine get him that time. Wyndon Shaw and Branham. Here comes Branham. Looks to the inside, but Shaw defends going into turn one. Hudson Branham all over his back tailgate. Halfway in this one. Branham, I believe he's gotten a little bit faster kart now at this point here in this late stage of the race. When will he make the move, or can he make the move? He's going to have Wyndon Shaw to make a mistake, but Wyndon Shaw, young driver's been doing this a while, but he's going to slip up there. Branham not enough momentum to get around him. Down the back straightaway, nose to tails. We're battling further back, about fourth on back. Wyndon Shaw, Hudson Branham out front. Shaw opens up a little gap over Branham. Branham going to try to run him back down. Wyndon Shaw may have found something, that 5:05 ride 2 laps ago, but here comes Branham, looks to the inside. They're going to make big time contacts, bumping and grinding, but Shaw holds on. 2 laps ago, going to be white flag this time. 1 lap to go for Wyndon Shaw. Can he hang on? Branham's going to use him up. He's going to give him a big bump. Can Wyndon Shaw hang on? I expect another bump here if he can get there. He cannot. Wyndon Shaw hangs on to win. Hudson Branham second. Hagen Green third. Christian English fourth. And everybody else. So how about it? Wyndon Shaw hangs on to win the Junior Sportsman Champ feature event. Fun little race there with those champs. Just think that was the warm-up race. So them junior champs will be back later tonight. One of the last features for their big event. So that was just the warm-up race there. Still pays a good penny, but a very good job there by Wyndon Shaw and Branham. So Clone Super Heavies fixing to roll. Ducar 360s, Ducar 360s, you're our next feature up. Ducar 360s, you're our next feature up. Junior 2 purple plates, you'll be after the 5-minute break between the Ducar 360 and your race. So purple plates, you'll be after the 5-minute break in Ducar 360 race. And the first call for the Clone Medium, get them ready for your feature later on. Here we go, Clone Super Heavies. Starting out front, another 505 machine, Mitch Hendricks, the 44 of Rob Sanders, the 14 of Jerry Townsend, 62 of Jeffrey Thomas Jr., the 10 of Colin Malugan, the 1 of Cody Hardy, the 24 of Kenny Levins, the 115 of Justin Picklesheimer, 00 of Bryce Overton, the 12 of Brent Carter, the 11 of Chris Manson, 14 of Christopher Gorley, and the 90 of Travis Eason. He's ready to go here. Want to give a shout out to my alma mater, Jacksonville State, picking up the win today. Congratulations, Jacksonville State, on another win. All right, here we go. 5:05 out front as we're trying to get them where they need to be, and I think we are now, but we were going to wave it off one more time, so a lot of guys still trying to shuffle and dice in there. I want to give a shout out to that number 1 ride of Cody Hardy. I think that might be mine and Derek's favorite ride here. That is a sharp looking ride, the black and white there. So he'll be starting from the 6th spot. But the 505's out front. You can tell they always got a bright ride and a fast one. So Mitch Hendricks going to try to wheel this 505 to victory as we are nose to tail green and underway for the 15 lap feature. Look at him shuffling, dicing, nose to tail. Hendricks hanging on out front. Here comes the 10 of Colin Malugan. He'll move up to 4th. Oh, big time hit and contact. As we will stay green. Mitch Hendricks still trying to hang on. over Rob Sanders. Rob Sanders in that red ride. Jerry Townsend's in third. Still nose to tail for the lead. Kenny Lovins, he started 7th. He is up to 4th. There's my buddy Bryce Overton. He's up to 5th. There goes the battle for the lead. And your new leader, the 44 of Rob Sanders, makes his way around Mitch Hendricks. So Rob Sanders, the Tennessee driver, that red 44, your new leader. Jerry Townsend, that orange 14, he's joined the top 3 battle. A little bit of lap traffic here for Sanders, no problem. Rob Sanders, Mitch Hendricks out front. Jerry Townsend in third. Kenny Lovins and Bryce Overton still 4th and 5th, so no change there. Last and final call, Ducar 360s. Last and final call, Ducar 360s. Jerry Townsend with a little bit of moment back there in third. He's going to hang on for now. It's 2 laps to go out front. One more lap machine to deal with for Rob Sanders. Going to hold him up a little bit. White flag, 1 lap to go. Can he get around him? Here comes Mitch Hendricks. Mitch Hendricks going to have a run. Oh, they're going to make contact. Side by side, Mitch Hendricks takes advantage of Rob Sanders' troubles with the lap car, and Mitch Hendricks wins in the last turn. Rob Sanders cannot be happy about that one. Heartbreak for Rob Sanders and jubilation for the 505-10. Another win, Mitch Hendricks gets that one on the last lap. How about that one? Like I said, tough break for Rob Sanders. Took the lead there and then just had troubles with the lap machine. And Mitch Hendricks just took advantage of it and got the win. Last and final call, Ducar 360s. And we'll do our 5-minute break and then Junior 2 purple plates. All right, Ducar 360's out on the track. 3 drivers here for 12 laps. Brady Stanley in the 49, Josh McClure in the 15, and Cody Dale in the 8. Here we go. Ducar 360s are green and underway. Remember, our 5-minute break will be coming up after this event. Then we'll move into our Junior 2 purple plates. Clone mediums and clone sumo. So Junior 2 purples, y'all go ahead and start easing your way towards the grid. Clone mediums, be getting ready, please. Brady Stanley, that 49, looking good out front. Josh McClure and Cody Dale still second and third. McClure and the black machine trying to close in on Brady Stanley. Brady Stanley out front, but Josh McClure in the black 15 has found a little bit of speed here and is closing in on Brady. There he is. He's made it to the back bumper. Stanley's got to know he's there. Stanley pulls away a little bit coming out of 2. See if McClure can close it back in. 2 laps to go. Here comes McClure with these Ducar motors. Though it's going to be tough to get a run. White flag, 1 lap to go. Can Stanley hang on? McClure's going to try to get some momentum here. He gives Stanley a bump. I don't know if it's going to be enough. He might have to knock him out of the way, and don't think he's going to be close enough. Checkered flag. Brady Stanley wins. Josh McClure second. And Cody Dale in third. Congratulations, Brady Stanley, hanging on to win that one. So had a couple close races here the past few times. So good job, Brady Stanley. And now we will take a 5-minute break. So 5-minute break. Get everything straightened out. Junior 2 purple plates, go ahead and start working your way to staging. Junior 2 purple plates, start making your way to staging. Clone mediums after them, and then clone sumos after the mediums. So a 5-minute break, and then it'll be purple plate time. Also, while we got a break, we look at some more college football scores, like Texas A&M beating Missouri 31-10. Oregon beating Iowa 15-10. Auburn beating Vanderbilt 30-24 in the third quarter. Georgia ended up beating Mississippi State 41-21. Just a few of the scores there. Florida State and Clemson play 6 o'clock, so does Alabama and LSU. They play at 6:30. So keep an eye on them games. Purple plates, we need you to start easing your way to the grids, please. Purple plates, we need you to start working your way to the grid. When the 5 minutes is up, we're going to try and roll you. So purple plate drivers, we need you to the grid at this time, please. Purple plate drivers. Also, once again, remind y'all this race is streaming live on Facebook with KartVision. Taking a look at the stream there. Mr. Daniel doing a good job there. Got all the cameras and audio set up and streaming live on Facebook for type in Kart Vision. You'll be able to find it on there. So if you got family or friends or somebody that wasn't able to make it, tell them they can tune in on there and see all the action. So, like I said, the stream's looking good so far. So next up, once again, Junior 2 Purple Plates fixing to roll here in just a moment for their feature event. Also, once again, you see Mr. Blake Hagan and family and crew down there on the cameras and stuff, taking all the action shots. So get with Mr. Blake or crew, and hello, Blake, or get with one of the crew members there, and they'll get you set up on some action shots for this weekend or any event throughout this season or next or last year. They always got a couple crews spread out to some different kart tracks. So glad that they could be here and cover this one here, Burris Bash, the first time that Burris Tires have raced on this speedway in about 20 years or so. So glad to have them back. We had a good turnout here today, so still plenty of racing left to go. And like I said, next out going to be our young guns of our Purple Plate divisions. Got 11 drivers in it. They'll be going battle for 15 laps. So last and final call, Junior 2 Purple Plates, you're up next. Junior 2 Purple Plates, you're up next. Clone Mediums and Clone Sumos, you'll be after the Purple Plates. All right, last and final call, Junior 2 Purple Plates. Y'all need to be on the grid. Junior 2 Purple Plates, we need you on the grid at this time, please. Thank you. In the pits, Wyndon Shaw, Bladen Wheeler, Nolan Stanley, guys. We need y'all in staging, please. Wyndon Shaw, Bladen Wheeler, and Nolan Stanley. We're missing our top 3 drivers. Y'all need to be in staging, please. Waiting on our final drivers to get there, and then we'll roll on to the track and continue with our Junior 2 Purple Plates. So Junior 2 Purple Plates fixing to roll Clone Mediums, Clone Sumos. All right, here we go. Purple Plates on the track, in the pits, or excuse me, on the track. There'll be familiar faces, the 505 of Wyndon Shaw, the 505X of Bladen Wheeler, the 1 of Nolan Stanley, the 15 of Hickson Founts, the 27C of Blakely Crass, 74 Chase Graham, the 00 of Grayson Hall, 19 of Kayan Floyd, the 75 of KJ Frelly, the 69 of Lane Anderson, and the 3E of Paisley Evans in the pits. We need Clone Mediums. You are next, and here we go. Green flag for the Purple Plates. One driver gets shuffled out. Can't quite tell who that is, but everybody else trying to hold tight as we got caution in turn 4. Looks like that's the number 19 of Kay and Floyd. So Kay and goes around. I believe will be a complete restart. Out there now is our purple plates. These drivers probably around the ages of 8 to 12. So we'll get these drivers lined back up. Clone mediums, you're needing staging. Clone mediums, you're needed in staging, please. Clone mediums. Also, a friendly reminder, if you are done racing for the night, we need you to bring your transponder up here behind the concession stand. Turn it in, please, and thank you. Once again, clone mediums, clone sumos, and pro purples, our next 3. Here we go, Wyndon Shaw, Bladen Wheeler, Nolan Stanley as we are underway. Wyndon Shaw in the white 505, Bladen Wheeler in the black 505, 1 and 2. Gray number 1 is Nolan Stanley. In the battle for 4th, Hickson Fouts and Blakely Crass. Here comes Grayson Hall in the 00 up to 6. Wyndon Shaw, Bladen Wheeler still 1 and 2. Live car, what do we do? Oh, contact with the lap car. What a save by Paisley Evans there, but my goodness. Clone mediums, you're needed in staging. Clone mediums, you're needed in staging, please. Clone mediums. We had one off the back over there, and caution will fly. We got another one swirled around on the front straightaway here. But caution is out. This is a kids class, so if they go off the back, we throw the caution. So I believe that might be the lady driver of Paisley Evans over there. I can see a pink helmet. So like I said, this is a kids class, so if they go off the back, we do throw the caution. So we'll get them back on the track. All right, Wyndon Shaw still your leader in the white 505. Bladen Wheeler in second. Nolan Stanley in third. Hickson Fouts and Blakely Crass fourth and fifth. Here we go. Wyndon Shaw and Bladen Wheeler 1 and 2. We got another one around the 75 of KJ Frelly. Caution is out. All right, lights are out. Coming back to green. Clone Medium once again. You're next. Clone Mediums. The 505. Cartel leads the charge. Wyndon Shaw. Oh! Big time contact over here in turn number 4. Caution is out once again. Once again, Clone Mediums, you're up next. Clone Sumos after them, and then Pro Purples after the Sumos. Coming to green this time by. What a brisk start, and that's just not going to work. Wyndon Shaw, Blade and Wheeler guys got to woe it down. All right, looks like a little bit better start there as the 505's on the gas again. Wyndon Shaw looking for another win out front. We are bumping and banging towards the back. We stay green. Wyndon Shaw, Blade and Wheeler. Nolan Stanley, Hickson Fouts. Blakely Crass, your top 5 has not changed since the start. Nose to tail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on. And another one off turn 4. That is the, looks like the 75 of KJ Frelly once again. Back underway. Shaw, Blade and Wheeler. 5 laps to go. Here comes a battle for third. Hicks and Fouts gets to the inside of Nolan Stanley. Move Hicks and Fouts into third. Stanley's going to try and charge back. And Stanley does. Moves back into third. So Fouts has to go back to fourth and Crass still in fifth. Meanwhile, Shaw and Wheeler out front. Shaw and Wheeler 1 and 2. I know they are team cars, but what do you do for a win? 2 laps to go. Shaw's got a good lead, but Wheeler's got a good run through 3 and 4. White flag, 1 lap to go. Here he goes to the inside. Blade and Wheeler takes the lead away from Wyndon Shaw on the last lap. Through turns 3 and 4. Blade and Wheeler steals it away from Wyndon Shaw. Nolan Stanley, Hicks and Fouts, and Blakely Crass. Good racing there by the 2505 Cartels, and Blade and Wheeler picks up the win. Wyndon Shaw give him a fist bump, so good sportsmanship by the 2 team drivers. Bradley Miller to the grid, please. Bradley Miller to the grid, please. There's Bladen again. Good job, Bladen. How about this? We've had a string of really good races here, really good finishes, so hopefully we can keep it going here in the always exciting Clone Medium division. This is one of our adult divisions, Clone Mediums. They'll be going for 15 laps. Fixing to roll out onto the track. After them, we'll have the big boys, Clone Sumos, then Pro Purples, and Clone Heavies. All right, Clone Mediums on the track. Cole Heward, Jacob Nobble, Logan Walston, Cooper Quick, Barrett Terry, Terry Martin, Bryce Alexander, Landry Queen, Taylor Evans, Riley Turner, and Bradley Miller, your drivers. Clone Sumos and Pro Purples. Clone Sumos and Pro Purples, we need you to staging, please. Clone Sumos and Pro Purples, we need you to staging, please. Here we go, 505 Mafia leads the charge. Cole Heward, Jacob Nobble, and Logan Walston. 1, 2, 3. Cooper Quick, Barrett Terry, 4th and 5th. Ooh, Barrett Terry's going to get around Cooper Quick for 4th. Cole Heward still leading the charge out front. Meanwhile, Jacob Nobble in the 2nd spot with Logan Walston in 3rd. Bryce Alexander under attack from Landry Queen. Or excuse me, that's Riley Turner. So Riley Turner moves up into 6th. Oh, lap car there. Look at Nobble's going to try to take advantage, and he does. He forces his way to the inside of Heward. Put Jacob Nobble to the lead. Second time a lap machine has caused some issues for the leader, but Nobble out front. Hewitt in second. And I'll tell you who a man on the move is. That's Barrett Terry. He is up to third. He started fifth. Logan Walston in fourth. Terry Martin in fifth. How about Jacob Nobble out front, lead the charge over Hewitt. Another lap car. Will it decide? No, lap car stays out of the way. Good job by them. Last and final call, Clone Sumos. Last and final call, Clone Sumos. Pro Purples as well. Pro Purples as well. 2 laps to go. We're going to have one more lap machine to deal with. Jacob Nobble makes quick work of the lap car. White flag, a lap to go. Down the back straight away through turns 3 and 4. Your Clone medium winner of the 18 of Jacob Nobble. Cole Hewitt second. Barrett Terry third. Logan Walson fourth. And Terry Martin in fifth. Congratulations. Your winner of the 18 of Jacob Nobble. Pro Purples, you need to be in staging, please. Pro Purples, y'all need to be in staging, please, for your big event. Pro Purples, y'all need to be in staging. Cologne Heavies after the Pro Purples. And Pro Green. Once again, Pro Purples, y'all need to be making your way to the grid because we got Clone Sumos out on the track. Only 10-lap feature for these 2 drivers, so it should go by pretty quick. Pro Purples, we need you to the grid. Starting out front, the 115 of Justin Picklesheimer and the 11X of Chris Manson. Slow and steady pace by Picklesheimer, and he is on the gas. We are underway. Justin Picklesheimer and Chris Manson, 1 and 2, once again in the pits. Pro Purples, y'all need to be in staging. Pro Purples, y'all need to be in staging. As Justin Picklesheimer pulled away from Chris Manson here in this one. Pro Purples, y'all are needed in staging for your feature event, please. Pro Purples, y'all are needed in staging for your feature event, please. Clone Heavies and Pro Greens be getting ready, but Pro Purples, y'all need to be ready to go, please. White flag will wave this time by. 1 lap to go for Justin Picklesheimer. Checkered flag will wave. Justin Picklesheimer, your winner here in Clone Sumos, with Chris Manson grabbing the 2nd spot. Congratulations there to Justin Picklesheimer, picking up the easy win there in Sumos. big boys. Next up be another one of our kids' classes, our Pro Purple Plates. So Pro Purple Plate drivers, we need you on stage and ready to go, please, for your big 20-lap feature event. So these Pro Purples here going to be running for $750 to win here. So they'll be coming out next. Also, don't forget our concession stand still up and going here on the front straightaway. So come up here and get you something good to eat, something cold to drink. All kinds of great food and drinks up here. These ladies worked all day on, so y'all go up there and give them a visit. Also, once again, just a friendly reminder to the drivers, if you are done racing for the night, please come up here to the front straightaway on the other side of the flag stand and turn in your transponder, please. Thank you. We don't want you to leave the track with that still on your go-kart. Once again, Pro Purple Plates, Pro Purple Plate drivers, we need you all in staging. We have 14 of you. There's only a few over there. Pro Purple Plate drivers, we need y'all to make your way towards staging, please. Pro Purple Plate drivers, you're next. Also like to thank once again everybody for coming out to be with us here at Talladega Short Track Raceway Park for our Burris Bash. Don't know what Burris is. Of course, that is the tire these drivers are running. First time Burris tires have been run on this track in about 20 years or so. But also, if you ever find yourself around here through March through September, that is when we race here at the Talladega Raceway Park, usually every Friday night or every other Friday night, March through September. Always free grandstand admission on those normal Friday nights. So look us up on Facebook, Talladega Short Track Raceway Park. See all the information on there. We'll be having our awards banquet, I'm sure, at the end of February sometime or another, crown our champions for this past season. So always a fun event there. And then we'll kick the season off, of course, with our Frostbuster, which will be the first weekend in March, first Saturday in March, our Frostbuster. Also, believe we're scheduled to have a race here at Raceway Park in December. Let me find the correct date on that, and I'll give you a tale on that. But we're scheduled to have one more race here at Raceway Park on December the 19th. It'll be our Santa Shootout finale. Not a points race, just a race just to come and have fun before Christmas. So December the 19th will be that one. And then the following day on December the 20th, we'll race right here behind us at the Talladega Short Track for a Santa Shootout race for the big cars. And then, of course, the first weekend in January will be our Ice Bowl, January 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. That's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It'll be our Ice Bowl event. Usually draws 300 to 400 cars. I think last year it was over 400 and something, so definitely a must-see event if you like dirt racing or any sort of racing. That'll be the first weekend in January, January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So all kinds of things going on here at the Talladega Raceway Park and the Talladega Short Track. But once again, waiting on some of those Pro Purple drivers that will be ready to go for their big feature event. All right, here we go. Pro Purple feature event, 20 laps in distance. $750 to win. Says we'll start out front. Guess who? The 505 of Wyndon Shaw, my buddy out of Mississippi. Then it'll be the 18 in of Caleb Nobble, the 505 again of Bladen Wheeler. Number 1 of Nolan Stanley. The 15X of Weston King, the 15 of Hickson Fouts, the 27 of Blakely Crass, the 00 of Grayson Hall, the 705 of Jed Ingram, 33 of Ryder Hobbs, Wyatt Anderson, Chase Graham, Lane Anderson, and KJ Frelly. We're not going to go green on that start. A little bit discombobulated. We'll get them back lined up. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Wyndon Shaw, Caleb Nobble, Bladen Wheeler, Nolan Stanley, Weston King. Here we go. Good start by Wyndon Shaw. He gets an early advantage. We're side by side about 8th there. Wyndon Shaw still out front. Caleb Nobble, Bladen Wheeler. How about the 15 of Weston King? Look at this. Stacked up for the lead as Wyndon Shaw and Nobble trading blows, and around goes Nobble. Caution is out. Bumping and banging for the lead, and unfortunately Caleb Nobble out of the groove, and once you get out there, no grip. All right, here we go, back green and underway. Wyndon Shaw, that white 505 out front. Bladen Wheeler in the black 505 in second. Don't look now, but the 15 of Weston King has made his way up to third. Meanwhile, we got a battle there for fourth. Blakely Crass will move into fourth. Nolan Stanley back to fifth. Wyndon Shaw still out front. Bladen Wheeler in second. Weston King in third. Side by side bumping over there in turns 1 and 2. All sorts of shuffling and dicing. Oh, hold on. Into the wall here on the front straightaway. I believe that's Blakely Crash, your 5th place runner, is Now we got an issue. Your 505 machine, and we got cars going everywhere. Cars in the wall. Cars slow. Not exactly sure what was going on there. Kind of hard to keep track, but we did lose one of our 505 machines, or I thought we did. All right, so after all of what happened there, I believe we lost our leader, Wyndon Shaw. Not exactly sure what happened, but I believe the 505 that is out there now is Bladen Wheeler. Sorry about getting these 505s messed up, but I do believe that black one is Bladen Wheeler. He is now your leader as the 15 of Weston King in second. So Wyndon Shaw, your dominator of many of the races tonight, and of the first part of this one, has left the speedway. So that the 505 black machine of Bladen Wheeler out front. Weston King, Caleb Knobel, Nolan Stanley, and Blakely Crash, your top five. How about Caleb Knobel? Remember, he had that spin early on. He is maneuvered back into third, so keep an eye on him, that black and gold ride. Here we go, back green and underway. Here comes Knobel. I told you keep an eye on him. We are halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. Knobel on the back bumper of Bladen Wheeler for the top spot. Can Wheeler hang on? Weston King in third, Blakely Crass up to fourth, and there goes Caleb Knobel to the lead. Knobel takes it away from Wheeler. How about the 12 machine? Just looking at him, Wyatt Anderson, he is up to fifth. Started 11th. Weston King loose, Blakely Crass loose. They're going to stack up going into three. Single file. Double zero, Grayson Hall at the back of that battle, and there goes Blakely Crass to the inside of Weston King, bumping and banging. Third on back. Blakely Crass moved him into third as Weston King falls way back. Caleb Knobel still out front. Bladen Wheeler in second. Weston King going to try to charge back. How about Jed Ingram? He has magically appeared in that third spot as there are 2 laps to go out front. Still shuffling and dicing towards the back. White flag, 1 lap to go for Caleb Knobel. Oh, we're going to spin out here coming to the checkered flag for Caleb Knobel, your winner. Bladen Wheeler second. Jed Ingram third. Wyatt Anderson fourth and Grayson Hall fifth. How about him? The 18 in, the Tennessee driver, Caleb Knobel, your Pro Purple feature event winner. Clone Heavies, y'all should be ready to go. Clone Heavies are going to move right along into y'all. Clone Heavies, y'all should be ready to go, please. To Clone Heavies, then Pro Junior Greens, then a 5-minute break. Once again, last and final call, Clone Heavies. Once again, last and final call for Clone Heavies. Your feature fixing to roll in just a few moments. Pro Junior Greens, you'll be after the Clone Heavies. Also, once again, just a friendly reminder, if you are done racing for the night, make sure to turn in your transponders up here behind the flag stand. Go around the concession stand there. Also, don't forget, when pay is ready, I will announce that, so just be patient with us. And once the pay is ready for some of the classes, I'll announce that as it becomes available. Clone Heavies, you is up next. Pro Greens, then a 5-minute break, and then we go into the two big ones. Two big ones will be after the 5-minute break, so 2 more features, then the 2 big ones. Christopher Gorley, Bradley Miller, we need y'all to the grid, please. Christopher Gorley, Bradley Miller, need you to the grid for your feature, please. Thank you. Also, a little bit of college football scores. 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Auburn and Vanderbilt tied 38-38. All right, Clone Heavies fixing to roll in the pits. Pro Greens, Pro Junior Greens. You need to be in staging. Pro Junior Greens. We need you in staging, please. Then it will be our 5-minute break, and then Pro Junior Sportsman champs. All right, here we go. Schedule to start out front will be the 505 of Cole Heward. Behind him, the 18N of Jacob Nibel, then the 56 of Logan Walston. Behind Logan, the number 2 of Landon Thomas. The 00 will be Bryce Overton. 34 Cooper Quick. The 12 of Barrett Terry. Then it'll be the 16X of Bryce Alexander. The 16 of Terry Martin. The 10 of Colin Malugan. 98 of Dean Scoggins. 14 of Christopher Gorley. 18 of Riley Turner. And the 121 of Bradley Miller. $20 laps here for Clone Heavies. Schedule to be going for 1,000 big ones here. Here we go. Cole Heward, Jacob Nibel. We're green and underway. Lap 1 complete. Cole Heward out front. Jacob Nibel in second. Logan Walston in third. Bryce Overton, my buddy, he's up to 4th. Here comes a 34, though, a Cooper Quick. And the 12 of Barrett Terry around Bryce Overton for 4th and 5th. 3 wide action a little bit going into turn 1. There goes Jacob Nibel to the lead. Jacob Nibel trying to be like young Caleb, so Jacob out front, Heward in second, Logan Walson in third. Jacob Nibel, Cole Heward, Logan Walson. Here comes Cooper Quick. Cooper Quick in the white and orange 34. He is in fourth, looking for third. Barrett Terry's in fifth. There goes Cooper Quick, makes to the inside and gets around Logan Walston. Jacob Nibel, Cole Heward still 1 and 2. Jacob Nibel is able to get around Cole Heward, but can't get away from him. So Cole Heward in that 505 might be setting him up for the end of this one. There he goes. He's going to make the move now. Cole Heward back to the lead as he makes a bump around Jacob Nibel. Elbows up racing between Heward and Nibel. Meanwhile, Cooper Quick has joined the party. Lap car will stay out of the way, thankfully, so Heward and Nibel and Quick get by. We got one around in turn 4. We will stay green. For now, we're staying green. Cole Heward, Jacob Nibel still 1 and 2, battling it out here. It's not over yet. 5 laps to go. Nibel's all over his back bumper. 1 and 2. Man, Cole Heward got a really good 1 and 2 that time. Nibel's going to try to chase it back here. Laps are winding down. Two laps to go. Can Nibel do anything with Heward? Nibel's close, but he's going to have to hit his turns perfect to even have a chance at Heward. White flag, 1 lap to go. Oh, Nibel slips up, and that's all she wrote. Into 3 and out of 4. Cole Heward will win your Clone Heavy Feature event. Jacob Nibel second, Cooper Quick third, Logan Walson fourth. And everybody else in the rest of the field, so congratulations. The 505 back in victory lane again. Cole Heward battles with Nibel and gets the win. Wyndon Shaw, Wyatt Proctor, we need y'all to staging, please. Wyndon Shaw, Cam, Wyatt Proctor, we need y'all staging. How about that? We've been treated to some really good racing, some really good finishes here tonight at Talladega Raceway Park. Adam and the whole staff did a really good job getting this track prepped. And also, I believe, got a little precipitation last night, which I think may have helped us out a little bit. And then, of course, the sun popped out at the right time today, right before we went going. And track looking really good out there. Of course, you know, you're going to have your bottom dominant groove, but these drivers can move around a little bit, try to get arcs in the turns and stuff to help them get runs. So definitely provided for some great racing so far. So once again, Pro Junior 1 greens, we're waiting on y'all. Then it'll be a 5-minute break. All right, Pro Junior 1 greens fixing to roll. Then we'll do a 5-minute break. And then after that will be our Pro Junior Sportsman Champ big race. Pro Junior 1 greens here be 15 laps. $100 to win. Or excuse me, not $100 to win. Be $300 to win. Sorry about that, pros. So this pro green will be $300 to win. Pro Junior Sportsman Champs, you'll be coming up after these Pro Junior greens. Says we'll start out front. Familiar faces once again. The 505 Wyndon Shaw had some tough luck in that last one. That'll be the 2 of Cam Crawford, the 505 of Wyatt Proctor, 9 of Hudson Branham, 22 of Hagen Green, 90 of Braden Eason, 75 of KJ Frelly, 74 Chase Graham, 27 of Jace Ridley, and the 98 of Kyler Frelly. So that'll be your 10 drivers here in Pro Junior 1 Green. 505 Cartel Wyndon Shaw. See if you can have better luck in this, and we are underway. Green flag. Cam Crawford, black and gold, number 2 there. See what he can do on this initial start with Shaw. Nothing yet. Shaw has pulled away a little bit. Young drivers here of the green places. We're going to have a little bit of a battle for third. That'll be the number 9 of Hudson Branham moving into third. Oh, we got one off of turn 4. And into the tires over here, so caution is out. Not exactly sure who that was that went spinning off the top over there, but once I get a number on that. Red flag. I believe we're going to try to get the paramedics over here to turn 4 for, I believe that might be Chase Graham. All right, just got word. I believe some of our payouts are ready over there behind the, or across from the winner's circle at the black trailer. So I believe some of our payouts are ready over there behind the winner's circle at the black trailer. So go over there for your money. All right, so we are going to go back going here. Our driver is okay there. Back out on the track. As I believe 505 of Wyndon Shaw still your leader in charge. I believe we got one lap complete here in this 15-lap affair. Is a little bit spread out on the start, but we are going to go green. Underway. Wyndon Shaw, Cam Crawford, 1 and 2 are going to bump and bang again. I believe that might be number 9 of Hudson Branham in third. Wyatt Proctor in fourth. And the number 90 of Braden Easton is in fifth spot. Wyndon Shaw looking good out front in this one. Cam Crawford still in that second spot. Everybody's kind of singled out around the speedway. Remember, after this race, we'll do a 5-minute break, and then our Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. Your feature will be after the break. Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. Your feature will be after the break. Halfway for Wyndon Shaw. Also just got word, half-price food here at the concession stand. Half-price food here at the concession stands. Come up here and get you something good to eat for half the price. Wyndon Shaw looking nice out front. Your big lead over Cam Crawford and Hudson Branham. 5 laps to go for Wyndon Shaw. Got to be a little bit careful here catching these lap cars. We've seen that in an earlier races. We're going to bump and bang and spin out over in turn 2, and that will throw the caution. Battling hard for position, and away they go. Not what Wyndon Shaw needed to see, or I say that, he may have wanted to see that because he was definitely catching some lap cars, so we'll see how it plays out for Wyndon, but he's been really good out front so far. Once again, payouts are ready over there behind the black, or behind the Victory Lane sign at the black trailer over there, so don't forget about that. All right, caution not or going to fly there. Trying to get them jumbled back up here. Wendland Shaw, Hudson Branham, as we got another one spun around on the back straightaway. Caution out. All right, here we go again. That is Wyndon Shaw out front. Sorry, got twisted on the last one there, but Wyndon Shaw is going to get back on the gas and take the green flag. We're underway once again, and look out. Here comes the 9 of Hudson Branham. Slip shucks Wyndon Shaw on the start. A perfectly timed start for Hudson Branham. Let's see, Wyndon definitely got the faster go-kart. Can he get back around him, though? I know Hudson's going to make that go-kart as wide as possible. There are only 2 laps to go. Wyndon's got to go now. On the back bumper, Wyndon looks slow. Can't do it there. White flag, 1 lap to go. Can Hudson hang on, or can Wyndon retake the lead? Oh, Wyndon gets loose a little bit, and that is going to cost him the win. Hudson, and then there goes Wyndon. Hudson Branham ends up winning the race. I believe Cam Crawford ends up second. Wyatt Proctor third. Braden Eason fourth. And KJ Frelly in fifth. And tough break for Wyndon Shaw, man. I told you it was going to see, depending on how that restart went for Wyndon, if he needed it or not, and he did not need that. And got to be tough break for that man, but young driver, but he'll have some more opportunities down the road. He's did a good job all night. Nothing to hang your head about, Wyndon. You gave it all you had, buddy. But congratulations once again to your winner, the 9 of Hudson Branham. All right, going to take a few-minute break here, and then we'll get right into our Pro Junior Sportsman Champ 20-lap feature event, our final 2 events of the night. So Pro Junior Sportsman Champ drivers, go ahead and roll those machines over to staging. So when that 5 minutes is up, we'll be ready to go for y'all's big event. And, of course, we will wrap it up, of course, with the Pro Clone 390 division. So don't forget about that. Also, once again, want to remind y'all, if you're done racing for the night, which most of you are, we need you to turn in your transponders up here at the front straightaway on the other side of the concession stand. So come up here and do that, and you go up the steps and hand in the transponder. Hold on. All right, once again in the pits, Pro Junior Sportsman champs. You're on the timer. Pro Junior Sportsman champ drivers, we need you to make your way to staging, please. Sportsman champ drivers, your big feature is up next. Pro Clone 390s, you'll wrap it up for our features tonight. Also, once again, remind y'all, half-price food at the concession stand. Half-price food at the concession stand. So come up here and get you something good to eat for half the price. All right, once again, last and final call, Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. Last and final call, Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. All right, absolute last and final call. Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. We're fixing to roll y'all here in just a few moments. Pro Junior Sportsman Champs, your last and final call. All right, here we go. Final two events of the night are our two big ones. Pro Junior Sportsman Champ, the King of the Cage, presented by Chris Ammons Agency. $1,000 to win. Starting out front, we have familiar faces. Once again, the 505 of Windenshaw had a heartbreak the last race, but hoping to make up for it here in the big one. Then it'll be the 9 of Hudson Branham, the 22 of Hagen Green, the 146 of Cale Ammons, the 5 of Fisher Wright, the 24 Grayson Lofton, the 19 of Ryder Lynn, the 23 of Christian English, the 7 of Tristan Arrowwood, the 202 of Ryland Cooper, and the 2 of the Rooster, Rhett Holt. Here we go, got them out on the track. All right, check it out on the back straightaway. How about it? Give these young drivers a hand. Fixing to go for big money here in the Junior Champs. On Burris's return to Talladega Raceway Park. Awesome, awesome. How about them young drivers and them cars looking over there at them fireworks? Enjoy it, drivers. You got a big race here. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A little fireworks show here in November. Now it is time for these young drivers to put on a show. 20 laps, $1,000 to win. King of the Cage match here for the Pro Junior Sportsman Champs. Pro Clone 390s, you are next and you are last. So we're going to try to get these drivers lined up in a single file line, I believe, before we go. So we're going to try it again next time around, I do believe. So telling these drivers to woe it down. And 1 to go. We're going to green next time by. All right, so trying to get these drivers single file here. These drivers are eager to go. Them fireworks done got them pumped up. Heck, it done got me pumped up here, me and old Mikey. Ready to go green here. All right, here we go. King of the Cage. We're going to try it this time. If these drivers will get in single file line there. And we're still not going to go as these young drivers want to go side by side here before we get going. Telling the blue right there to stay behind him. I believe that's Grayson Lofton. As you can recall, Grayson Lofton had a tough go at it in that earlier feature. So let's see if it goes a little bit better for him here. All right, how about this? Turn them lights off. Third time is a charm. We shall see. Looking good for now. All right, here we go. Down the back stretch into turn 3. What do you say, Mikey?
Green flag!
All right, there we go. Green flag. We're underway. Hudson Branham with a big start. He takes advantage of Windenshaw, but Shaw's going to go back to the bottom. Dyson. The lead, but Branham's not going to give up as we got him in turn 4. Will fly. Exciting start for that one there as Shuffling Dyson beating and banging. We'll see how we line them up. All right, trying to, I believe one of the machines there can't quite see the number on that one. Might be a 7 maybe of Tristan Arrowwood. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Green flag back in the air. Wyndon Shaw.
Oh my God, the
Wyndon Shaw still out front. Hudson Branham in second. Hagen Green in third. Oh, Branham slips up a little bit. Hagen Green. Oh, we got one sliding off the back. We'll stay green. Caution. I believe this is one of our kids' classes, so we do fly the caution when they go off the backside there. So somebody did slip off the backside over there. Not exactly sure who it was or where they went, but they back there somewhere.
Was it on turn 4?
Oh, we got another one swirled around. That's the 202 Ryland Cooper, the car that went off the back. There was that number 5. That is the 5 of Fisher Wright. So Fisher went off the back. All right, Wyndon Shaw back on the gas, and we are back underway. Hudson Branham, Hagen Green there. Here comes Branham, looks to the inside of Wyndon, but Wyndon says, no, you're going to have to go around the outside of me. Wyndon leads the lap. 2. Still shuffling and dicing up front. Hudson Branham right on the back tailgate of Wyndon Shaw right there if Shaw slips up. Wyndon Shaw had a really good turn through there. Hagan Green's in 3rd. Cale Amos in 4th. Ryder Lynn in 5th. Still nose to tail for the top spot. Here comes Branham to the inside. Wyndon Shaw has to yield. So put Hudson Branham up to the lead spot. Battle's not over yet. Guess what lurks ahead? Lap traffic. What do we do? Look out. One goes high. Oh, contact between the leaders. And around goes one of the machines. I believe that was Hudson Branham that went for a swirl there. So we'll see what they do. All right, so just got word that caution will be on the lap car. So guess what? We put Wyndon Shaw, and Hudson Branham back up there together. So that whole miss out there was caused by the lap traffic. So Wyndon Shaw, Hudson Branham back out front. We'll see who they put as the leader. So I believe Hudson Branham will be your leader. Then it will be Wyndon Shaw.
I wish I could wave the green flag.
Hagan Green. Kel Ammons and green flag. As we are underway. So top 2, a little bit of a weird start there, but we are green and underway. Hudson Branham and Wyndon Shaw still 1 and 2. Wyndon Shaw looks to the inside. Bumping and grinding on the roll bars there. Wyndon Shaw retakes the lead away from Hudson Branham. Hagan Green's right there in 3rd. The Wyndon Shaw back out front. 505 cartel machine, but Hudson Branham's not going to give up. He'll close right back into the back bumper. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. Oh, more contact. And we got cars everywhere. Caution is out. We'll see what we do with that one, but the leaders are wrecking. 3rd and 4th is wrecking. 146 of Cal Amos is in the lead, but we'll have to sort this through here and see what we got. Oh. All right, so let's see. We have them sorted out here trying to get that driver to stop there. So we got them going every which way. All right, so after all of the mishap over there, unfortunate, but 505 of Wyndham Shaw and Hudson Branham both get to the tail after all of the bumping and collisions they were having. So that will put the 146 of Cale Ammons out front. But I will say, though, Hudson Branham and Wyndham Shaw, I think they can get back up there. They'll just have to play their cards right and work their way through the traffic. So we'll have to keep an eye on them. So once again, the 146 of Cale Ammons will be restarting front. And then I'll have to kind of see what the second number is there, but then I will redo the lineup for you, as we have had a couple people pulling off here. The 18. All right, here we go. So Cale Ammons, your leader. Fisher Wright in second. Then we got Christian English. He's in third. Grayson Lofton in fourth. And then Hudson Branham and Wyndham Shaw. So keep an eye on there back there in fifth and sixth. We'll get them tightened up here. We'll get these other carts off the track. But like I said, tough break for Branham and Shaw. But I believe they can get back to the front. So we'll have to watch them. All right, Flagman Andy giving them the one to go signal. All right, 9 laps complete, almost halfway home in this one. Here we go, back green and underway. Cale Ammons still out front as Branham and Shaw maneuvering through. There they go to the inside. They'll move into third and fourth. Hey, what I tell you, I knew it wouldn't take long for them to be right back in the mix. But I'll tell you what, Cale Ammons doing a really good job out front. Hold on, we're going to be 3 wide for a split second for second. As Wyndham Shaw is moved into second, he's going to slip up there, and that's going to allow Hudson Branham back to second. So Branham back to second, Shaw in third. Fisher right in fourth. Here comes Branham and Shaw. I told you, man, it's just not going to take long. As fast as they were, they're going to look to the inside. Good, clean race. Oh, hold on. There they go, wrecking again. Oh, big hit there going into turn one. Caution is out after lots of slicing and dicing. Medics to turn one, please. Medics to turn one. All right, so while we're trying to sort out things over there in turn one, we want to remind y'all once again, if you rented a transponder, we need you to come turn it in up here before you leave tonight over here at the booth behind the flag stand. All right, so your driver is able to continue. Going to be the 9 of Hudson Branham, 24 of Grayson Lofton. Also out there, I believe that's the 23E of Christian English. And then back there in the back of 146 of Kel Emmons. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can finish this one off. There goes the 146 of Kel Emmons to the inside of Lofton. He'll take third as Lofton a little bit loose. He'll hang on to it. Meanwhile, Hudson Branham, your lead driver, out front and in charge. Christian English trying to hang on to second, but here comes the 146 of Kel Emmons. There goes Ammons to the inside of English. He'll muscle his way into second as English falls back to third. Lofton in fourth. Branham in first. Once again, Pro Clone 390s, Pro Clone 390s. Your feature is next, drivers. We need you to ease your way to staging Pro Clone 390s. Two laps to go for Hudson Branham. That one.
9.
White flag, 1 lap to go. Checkered flag. Hudson Brenham, your winner. The king of the cage. Kel Emmons second. Christian English third. And Grayson Lofton fourth. So how about him? The survival of the fittest race there. The number 9 of Hudson Branham, your winner of our Pros for Junior Sportsman champ, king of the cage.
That last race.
All right, race fans, one more to go here at Talladega Raceway Park, and Burris's return will be our Pro Clone 390 20-lap feature event, the Larry Ingram Memorial, $2,250 to win. Coming up here next. So drivers, if you're not staging, you are late. It is your time to shine. All right, like I said, we got one more to go. Our Larry Ingram Memorial Race for the Pro Clone 390s. Also, once again, to remind y'all, done racing for the night. Turn in your transponders over here at the front straightaway, behind the flag stand on the porch. Also, to collect your money, you go over there behind Victory Lane to the black trailer. Be able to get your money over there in the pits. Waiting on them to get organized over there in the staging lanes, and then we'll send them out for our final event. Pro Clone 390s, 20 laps. $2,250 to win. That's 2,250 big ones with the Larry Ingram Memorial Race. So, going to be a good one. All right, here we go. Final one of the night. Cole Heward, Jacob Nibel, Rob Sanders, Landon Thomas, Bryce Overton, Bryce Alexander, Logan Walston, Dean Scoggins, Cooper Quick, Barrett Terry, Brent Carter, Colin Malugan, Jerry Townsend, and Terry Martin. Your 14 drivers going for $2,250 here in the Larry Ingram Memorial. Coming to green this time. Final race of the night. Burris, welcome back to Talladega. Thank you for coming. Here we go, last one. Heward, Nibel, and Sanders, your top three. Everybody staying single file. Nobody able to make a move quite yet. Side by side back there for about 6. Logan Walston. So Logan Walston, oh, we got one off the back. We stay green. This is an adult class. I believe that may have been Landon Thomas that we lost back there, but like I said, stay in green. Bryce Overton, he's up to 4th. Cole Heward and Jacob Nibel still 1 and 2. Nibel's right there on his back bumper. Barrett Terry battling back there, but here comes Jacob Nibel to the inside of Cole Heward. Jacob Nibel to the lead. Rob Sanders the second, and Cole Heward back to 3rd. So Cole Heward goes from leading this event back to 3rd place in a turn. Jacob Nibel, the black and reflective numbers out front. Rob Sanders, the red rod, in second. Looking good out front. Top 3 have kind of broken away from the rest of the field. Jacob Nibel hitting his marks. Rob Sanders trying to close him in. Cole Heward in 3rd still. Bryce Overton in 4th. Cooper Quicks in 5th. Top 3 under a blanket. Cooper Quick working on the back bumper of Bryce Overton for 4th. But your lead trio there broken away from everybody else. Nibel, Sanders, and Heward, your pole sitter. Lee Sanders starting to lose the handle as here comes Cole Heward to the inside. So Cole Heward move him up to 2nd. He's going to try to run down Nibel, but only 5 laps to go here in the Larry Ingram Memorial. Big money on the line. What do you do? Heward's got to catch Nibel first, but Nibel's just got to hit his marks for a few more rounds. Lap cars are getting off the track, so clean track ahead for Nibel and Heward. Heward is gaining just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 laps to go. Heward has caught Nibel. White flag, 1 lap to go. Can Heward make a move? He's going to have to send it deep into 3 for anything. He's going to send it in. It's not going to be enough. Jacob Nibel hangs on to win. Cole Heward 2nd. Rob Sanders 3rd. Cooper Quick 4th. Barrett Terry ends up 5th. How about it? Your final event of the night, Jacob Nibel hangs on to win the Pro Clone 390 feature event. How about it? Great racing all night long and just a little bit before 8 o'clock. So great timing as well. Congratulations to all of our winners here tonight. Thank you for everybody for coming out and supporting us here at Talladega Raceway Park. Burris has returned to the track in over 20 years, so glad to have them back. Had some great racing all day and night long. Congratulations to all of our winners. Reminder to turn in your transponders up here on the other side of the concession stand behind the fence here. That's where you turn in your transponders, and you go over there and get your money on the back side of the victory lane at the black trailer over there. That's where you get paid at if you finish in a paying position, so don't forget about that. So once the tech clears the course in your class, then they'll do the payouts for those, but that'll be where you get paid over there. Like I said, turn in your transponders up here behind the flag stand on the porch, and we'll get those handled away for you. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here tonight and today, supporting us here our rescheduled Burris Bash. I know we were supposed to have it, back in July or so, but Mother Nature interfered, and thankfully had a beautiful day and night of racing here at Talladega Raceway Park. Remember, you can follow along with all the Burris stuff, M2W Promotions on Facebook. Also, I'd like to say a special thanks to Mr. Daniel with KartVision. He had the whole live stream on Facebook, so if you want to go back and look at key moments, you can go on there on Facebook to KartVision Facebook page. You can rewind it and all that good stuff, so I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank all the staff, everybody that was with us tonight and made everything happen. I was glad to be a part of it. So don't forget about everything going on here at Talladega Raceway Park. Our next event will be on Friday, December the 9th for our Santa Claus shootout. So that'll be our next event. And then, of course, we will get our regular season going around March of next year. So don't forget about